No, yeah. How you guys doing? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm at my mechanic. You got to take care of your car, man. Like I said, I got a Toyota Camry, and I put a lot of miles on it. And like I said, when it comes to how long I drive it, I ask this guy in here, is it okay? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And when he tells me it's done, it's done. And then I get a new one. But lucky for me, this is called the Last Stop Auto Repair. Okay, exclusive auto body, Last Stop Auto Repair. And I'm here now, and I met a gentleman named Norm. Come on over, Norm. And you talking about a true patriot. Now, Lou's a patriot too. Let me introduce you to my friend Norm. Now, he's been alive for quite a while.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Very smart man. Now, Norm, you taught me a lot the last time I talked to you about what's going on in this country. What you feeling now and what's going on? We haven't talked in a couple of months.
Well, we're on the edge of the cliff now. And I've always heard that technically, internally, we won. And I'm not just saying about, I'm talking in relationship to, they've had the answer of all the collusions and all the problems that have ever happened in government. The problem is they want to do it the legal way, and the legal way is the tough way.
Yes.
And the thing is, if you bring anybody into court and do things the right way and you screw up, you've lost your game.
Right.
And why it's taken so long for us to get to where we're at is because we're cleaning the entire swamp. It's going to be drained. And it doesn't look sometimes like we're doing much. But in fact, we're at the edge, we're on the top. So the thing is that this next, let's say so many months that we're going through, things are going to change drastically. That's why the other side that's been controlling our government for so many years, which we'll call the swamp, the cabal, whatever you want to call it.
Evil, I call them.
Yes, they are.
Because there's no in between.
Because it's a game between good and evil.
Yes. There ain't no in between right now.
And they've been taking us down for years. And and this is a psychological war. It's not based on, a kinetic war where we got, bombs and this and that. That's going on throughout the world forever. But the thing is, we are the cash cow. We're the ones that were able to fund them the money to do whatever they wanted to do throughout the world. And it's not the American people. It's those who are underneath our government that have owned our government for years, and we have never known it. We've been lied to.
Here's my question. Why is the cabal, the swamp, the evil people, the the Democrats, some of those I call them, or the people that are above them, why are they in control? Why do they have so much power?
If you looked at history and you look how we got into this, and you looked at how we got into the feds and the IRS and what have you, because of money. When we went through the Civil War, it cost us a lot of money.
Yes.
And the bottom line is we had to pay it back.
Yes.
And so the cabal sets up the feds, and they set up the IRS to make sure to get it back. But the interests are so high that initially we can't get ahead. And so technically they've been directing us to the right, to the left. See, the whole thing is I'm trying to think of the bloodline that was saying, the Rothschilds who control the banks and what have you.
Yes.
They say, we don't give a shit what laws you want to control, as long as we control the money. And if they control the money, they control the strings.
Yes.
And so they're able to pull and dictate what they want. And I remember listening to a teacher in college about law. Mm-hmm. And he said, what you got to realize is that there's two frames of governments. Even England has two frames of governments. Okay. One group on side, and it's all about money. Mm-hmm. And they have been able to coerce most people in government. Well, it costs a lot of money to become in the political ring.
Subdrart.
And how do you pay it back?
Mm-hmm.
They come in and say, hey, I got the money for you. But the problem is you never get out of it. You do this, do me a favor and we'll give you a break. So what happens is that Once you've done that once,
Yes.
you're corrupt, and they own you. Now, you can have the greatest heart in the world. You can do all the right things for your constituents. In the end, they don't care because they got what they wanted.
You're bought and paid for.
You're bought and paid for.
So my question is, you said two parts. It's not just Democrats versus Republicans.
No.
It's both sides, correct?
Yes.
Because a lot of people think it's the Democrats are the evil, and a lot of them,
Yeah.
but it's the rhinos
I call
too.
them the Democrats.
Yeah.
And I am a Democrat. I'm sorry.
What? I didn't know that.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm
Talk to me.
Well, the thing is, when I retired, I started getting into the computer and studying.
Yes.
I went from religion all the way down. And all of a sudden, I saw the connection between everything.
Yes.
And it's available to everybody. Start digging in. It's not that hard. You don't have to be that smart. I don't perceive myself to be that smart.
But you do your research.
But listen and open your mind, even to the shit that you don't want to listen to.
You mean you don't get your news from CNN and MSNBC?
Fuck no.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's
because
right.
the people that are like this, because guys, again, he's a Democrat. I did not know that, by the way.
Yeah.
He doesn't just watch the lamestream media and those and the like. He does his own research.
What it appears to me, you got an umbrella company working the world. This is not
Yes.
about America. It's about the whole world.
Yeah.
And what happens is that it's manipulating both sides. When you vote for a president, you got to hope that he's more benevolent for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, and you can do it for the right reasons, you'll get a longer strain. But the top will always try to break you down. And the thing is, my personal feeling is that Trump got me into politics. I started
The
looking
evil
at,
orange man?
yes, sir.
Orange man
yes,
bad?
Yes, sir. I love that man. And the thing is, and that's why I started getting into reading about everything from your Constitution down. Your educational system has lied to you. The most of the government has lied to you. You've been kept down as a whole in society because of the lies they said and all the different rules and regulations that have been set to put you to put you in this situation.
Yes.
So what happens is that even before the Second World War, since the Second World War, we've been infiltrated through a dark entity to get us to this point right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trump pushed the issue because he says you have to know what's going on.
They
And
didn't-
Trump was a Democrat.
He's a mind reader. Everybody loved him, remember?
Yeah, that's
Chuck
right.
Schumer loved him.
No,
They all loved him.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuck. He used to love me when I was a Democrat, you know. And a special hello to all of you in this room who have known and loved me for many, many years. It's true. The politicians. They've had me to their homes. They've introduced me to their children. I've become their best friends in many instances. They've asked for my endorsement, and they always wanted my money, and even called me really a dear, dear friend. But then suddenly decided when I ran for president as a Republican that I've always been a no good, rotten, disgusting scoundrel. And they totally forgot about me. But that's okay.
And you know something? I don't care. You know, people are people. So if you want to try nickel and diming him for whatever,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yes, sir.
You know? I mean, and besides, you can't be in a position of real power and not make mistakes. That's the way it is.
That's
because
right.
You got too many things going on.
Now, you talked about controlling the money, and I'm glad you said it. And I don't know if you know what I do, but I'm a freedom fighter just like you.
Yeah.
And I have a YouTube channel
Yeah.
because I'm out here working every day to change the narrative of the divisive things that are going on in the country.
Yeah.
We need to come together. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. We're
Yeah.
all Americans and we're brothers
That's
and
right.
sisters. Now, here's what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm trying to get our basic freedoms back, and we need to go back to the basics of the Constitution. I read it every single day. I'm glad you brought that up. So let's talk about the money. And I also talk about gold and silver and Bitcoin and things like that. Now, when you control the money, you control the people. And I agree with that. Let me ask you a question. What is the government specifically doing now, you think, to control us when it comes to the money?
Well, when it comes to government, it's all about jobs.
Yes.
All right. The thing is oftentimes who controls the government? It's the elites, the money, because they put out the jobs.
Yeah.
And so the other thing is the cabal says, well, you need infrastructure, you need this, you need that, you need that. So all of a sudden we have to borrow money because we're broke. America, the Inc. they're bankrupt.
Yeah,
So where did they get the money? They borrow it from air.
Yeah.
They reprint it. So it keeps them in a position where they are because we owe so much money.
Yes.
Now, when you get into where Trump wants to go, we are a republic.
Yes.
We're not a United States of America Incorporated.
Right.
And in a republic, first of all, there is no income tax.
That's a new thing.
So
Within your lifetime, when they start the income tax? I forget. I saw that somewhere, but
way before I was born.
always okay. I thought it was new. Okay.
Yeah. And
then the money printing, of course,
all right.
because they bring money out of thin air.
Right. And the
like you
thing
said.
is, we didn't have any gold. All our gold was singing out of our country. Trump retrieved all the gold. Now we have the gold to back up a gold dollar. Now that's a potential. I don't know if that'll totally exist, but we're going to have a dollar that will be backed by gold. But also there's going to be other changes that are going to occur, and I don't know how that's going to go on. But we need to go to that opposite side because the money controls everything. Money is not bad, but it's bad when it's misdirected.
That's right.
And as long as they can keep people in war, and that's how they've been keeping, together we stand, separated we fall. What do you got?
That sound familiar?
Republican, Democrat, liberal, and other
Hey,
forms.
blacks, whites,
Whites.
Gays, straights, transgenders, whatever
Yeah.
whatever they need to do to divide us, they
That's
have done
right.
it.